I sense it's the bar is calling us soon.
So let's say 2 more questions. Here you go.
Hi, another Paul.
Good.
I'm quite interested in the mechanics of what you were doing live, and particularly if you're remixing the video live, and also clearly quite a lot was shot especially for that. Some of it was public domain stuff, and is there any sort of narrative in your mind? How did that all come together? Because there was some very strong visual ideas going on there, and some, little snatches of narrative or things that were saying things, and I wonder how that.
Yeah. Well, we initially put the music together as more of a presentation for a few promo events, and then it turned into a 2-year tour. It wasn't really intended that way. But also I didn't want it to be like a rock and roll band and take a load of musicians on the road. I wanted to do something a bit different. With the films, we commissioned various different people who I felt all had some talent, and much like I work with vocalists or other collaborators, I don't, contrary to what people might think, I don't dictate to them what they should do. I ask them to interpret or give their own interpretations to the music I give them. And so with the filmmakers, that was the case as well. You just create a few sort of rough mixes of the music, say, there you go, what do you think about that? And then, of course, once they produce something, I give them feedback and we discuss it a bit and we refine it. So what you really see are other people's interpretations, visual interpretations to that music. And then I just try and put it all together in a way that makes sense. So it's a very similar process to making albums as to how we put that production together.
And are you remixing visuals live? I mean, I think things change.
No,
we
didn't do that.
Right.
No, it's mostly prepared in advance, and I make no bones about that. It's I want it to be run smoothly, be easy to set up, and just do it. Perhaps I'm not skilled enough really to sort of trigger live visuals with music. I mean, I'm sure everything's possible, and perhaps next time we should do something a bit more adventurous. I feel, what that would be, I'm not quite sure, but maybe it would entail more live performance within a concert.
Thanks.
Well, I'll go over here. Alan, you accomplished a lot already, so let me ask you, what other goals do you have in mind?
Well, we touched on that really with the film music. I'd like to make some new music, get back in the studio in the new year. What it's going to turn into, I have no idea. I never really do know in advance what I'm making, which is part of the fun of doing it. The discovery process when you make music is what I really thrive on, and what I kind of live for creatively. That's the most fun really, at the moments when you get breakthroughs. So I kind of always keep a very open mind with making new music, and in this case it'll be more of an open mind really as to what even the format will end up being. Could be that I release music in shorter bursts, or it could be that we end up with a film soundtrack. But the most important thing is I don't dwell for too much longer doing this kind of thing, even though I've enjoyed it a lot. It's been like a 2-year process of regurgitating old music, and I want to actually make some new music now. So that's my basic plan, yeah. And that's, I think, oh, go on then, one more.
I wasn't going to sing, don't worry.
Oh, come on, give us a tune, it's Christmas.
You don't want me singing, trust me.
Right.
What advice or guidance would you give to a 10-year-old boy who's starting out on his musical journey?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Well, that's a Jules Holland question. He always asks that. What do you do? Yeah, it's a tough business, as we kind of touched upon. It's not an easy business to make a living out of, and seems to be getting tougher. There's no funding from record companies, so without wishing to cast doom and gloom over creativity, it's something everybody has to think carefully about whether they can make a living from or survive from doing that. And not everybody is cut out to self-promote. I've spent a lot of time over the last 2 or 3 years marketing and promoting myself, and it means sitting on computers from morning till midnight, writing to people, doing the job of several different record company people, you know. And I like to think I'm reasonably well organised, and I can compartmentalise the various jobs that need doing, and also, you know, I'm quite good at delegating and getting other people involved. But not every creative person is like that. Most of them are kind of pie in the sky, you know, the head's in the clouds, and they really should, and I really should be in the studio making music, not doing all that stuff all day. So it's a tough one, yeah. I don't really know what advice I'd give exactly.
So I'll tell him just to keep pushing buttons.
Yeah, just keep going. You're welcome.
Okay. Well, we want to say thank you very much. I think the bar is open, and as soon as you come down the stairs, Alan will be there with me, and there you can come and say hi. And you have actually the possibility of buying the movie and have it signed. And we got a few other things also for you to look at. And then we have DJ Reza, who is there in the house. And thank you so very much. She's already down there and starting up the music. So thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed yourself, and see you downstairs.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thank you very much. Good night.
It's not good night. It's just
All right,
starting.
just starting.